Girl. Hey girl, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine and this is your first time here on my channel, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below to my channel. So today I am going to be doing a Kevin Luong inspired makeup tutorial. I hope I'm saying his name right, but basically I'm transforming myself into an IG model girl. Period. So I watched his masterclass. You can get it off of his Instagram, and it's only $70 per class. So I did one of his classes, and basically I'm going to follow his routine for skin, basically like the base, because his base is just amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna start out with this moisturizer. This is actually what he's using. This is actually the moisturizer that he used, and it just so happens to be the one that I use at nighttime. So this is the Pharmacy Halo moisturizer. It's so good. You can see like I've used so much of this. It's really good. So I'm gonna just apply it. I've actually never used this under my makeup. I typically only use it at nighttime, so this is gonna be very different for me. But yeah, it's a really nice moisturizing moisturizer. So yeah, I'm gonna apply it all over. It does have a few master classes to choose from, but I selected one with a model who had similar skin tone to me just because I wanted to see which products he used for her. I'm gonna go in next with my Fenty primer. This is just a mattifying primer because I have really combo skin. With certain brands, certain brands make better, certain brands do not carry products that work for deeper skin tone. So it's always nice to see like what makeup artists use on their deeper skin tone clients. Like, you're more likely to find products that work for lighter skin than you are deeper skin. So it's always interesting to see like what brands they're using, and that's really the reason why I picked, that's one of the main reasons why I picked that model, just to see like what products he was using, what brands. In the video I watched, he used Makeup Forever primer, one that I actually really like but I haven't used in years, but it's really good. So that's on. So next we're gonna do some under eye patches. I'm gonna be using these from Tula, and this is just to help prep the under eye area. I'm gonna leave this under my eyes to just help prepare it for concealer later on. But I saw him do this step and I was like, oh wow, this is actually really smart. So yeah, we're gonna work on eye makeup, and first I am going to conceal under my brows. To conceal under my brows, I'm gonna use my Kevin Luong concealer. This is the skin, what is this called? This is a Kevin Luong Skin Enhancing Concealer. This is what he used as well. He actually used a shade that I now want to get. It's SX13. I have 14, but after seeing him use 13, I definitely want that one. I'm using this to conceal under my brows. And I'm using a small brush from Wet n Wild to do this. This brush is literally like 99 cents, but it works perfectly for this stuff. I'm going to use a brush like this one, and I'm just going to blend this out. This is the Morphe M173 brush. I'm just going to use that to blend out under my eye. I'm not going to completely follow his eye look, but I will be using the same palette. This is the Mario palette, and this is the Master Mattes. Alright, so this is the palette I'm going to use, and the first shade I'm going to use is the third one down here. To blend this in, I'm going to take the Morphe 433 brush, and I'm going to just go into the shade right here, and I'm going to start blending this into my eyelid. It's a really pretty brown color. I'm just kind of packing it on, and then I'm going to blend it out. This is going to be like a soft glam look for sure, like the most soft glam ever. Just keep blending this in. I swear my neighbor was like quiet all day long. The moment I turned my camera on, there's some like construction going on outside. You can't make this up. I'm gonna take a deeper shade, so basically this one right here, and I'm just gonna deepen the crease with this color. I haven't used this eyeshadow palette in a minute, and I forgot how beautiful these matte shades are. Also, I need to try his bronzer because I heard really good things about it, and he has a few shades that would work, and he has a lot of, and he does have deeper shades in his bronzer line. I'm talking about Makeup by Mario, by the way. So yeah, I haven't been to Sephora in a minute. I need to go. So I'm gonna take this shade. Where do I want to go? I want to use this shade right here, the top right corner, and it's just a light like beige color. I'm just gonna put this in the front of my eye. I'm gonna go back in with this brush and just blend these two together like that. Alright, and then he used a black eyeliner to kind of just smoke out the top, so that's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use this one from Pat McGrath. I'm gonna use this Pat McGrath eyeliner and just apply that down here. I take a flat brush and just smoke it out. I'm taking some of the black in the palette and just gonna use that to smoke out the black eyeliner. I'm gonna add more of the beige color because I feel like I lost some of it, so I'm gonna add some more right here. So I'm going to take these off, and I'm just going to slide them this way to take off some of my fallout. Next we're going to do foundation, and I don't usually do foundation sticks, but I figured I would try to copy the look. So I'm going to use the Huda Beauty foundation stick, and I have the shade 500G in this one, so I'm going to apply. He used the Hourglass foundation stick, by the way. So I applied a good amount, and then I'm gonna blend it in. I'm gonna use a sponge. I like using sponges, and I'm gonna use this one. I've never used it before, but I found it in my collection, and it's very similar to the one that he was using. So I'm gonna use this one. I think it's from, oh, I can't remember. I literally just opened this, and I can't remember what brand it's from. I don't know how I feel about the texture of this sponge. It's kind of not, I don't really like it. So I'm going to use one of my other sponges. I'm just going to use this sponge. All right, I'm going to add some more of the foundation. He did go in with a second layer, so that's what I am going to do. Maybe I'm just going to tuck my hair back. So yeah, I'm going to add a second layer, just like Kevin. So we could be like Kevin. I'm gonna blend it in with my sponge. Alright, we're gonna go back into the Kevin Luong concealer and apply that under my eye. So he uses this concealer to kind of color correct under the eye, which is what I like to use it for as well. I do want to get that other shade though, because I really think I would like it a lot. So yeah, I definitely want to get that other shade. This concealer is becoming harder and harder to find, which I don't know why, because everyone loves it, but It was available at Sephora at some point, and then they took it out. My feelings were hurt. I was like, why? Into my nose, and then and then a little bit on the chin. I'm looking down at my phone because I took some screenshots of the tutorial to kind of help myself remember, because there were a lot of steps, y'all. A lot of steps. This is the most I've never done a makeup look with so many steps. I'm gonna blend this in, and I don't remember if he blended this in right away. Did he blend it in right away? Yeah, he did. So we're gonna blend this in right away. So next we're going to go into another concealer. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever concealer in 5.1, this one here, and I'm going to use that under my eye. So basically wherever we applied this, basically the same places we applied the other concealer. So I'm going to apply it down here. And he kind of like concentrated it like in this area. Didn't really bring it that far out, just here, and then he's gonna blend it outward later on. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna blend the chin, and we're gonna blend the forehead. And then we're gonna add another concealer to the forehead, just a little bit lighter. So this is the 4.5 of the same concealer, but just to add a little bit more brightness, we're gonna add a little dot of that, and we're just gonna blend it in right away. And then just blend this part right here. Okay, so we're gonna leave this on, and then we're gonna do some cream contour. I'm gonna use my Kaja Marshmallow number 3, and I'm gonna use this cream contour right here, which has my fingernail in it. Don't mind that. I'm gonna take this brush from Rare Beauty, and I'm gonna just start applying this to my face, right here, and then here. And then also on my hairline. This color is actually perfect for my skin tone. I'm gonna use a smaller brush to do the nose, and he basically just does 2 parallel lines on the side of the nose. And then we're gonna go back into this concealer. This is the 5.1, the darker one, and then we're gonna just do a little bit more nose. Nose contour is definitely like his thing, so we wanna get that right, okay? So now we're gonna do a little bit of cream blush, and we're gonna take the Rare Beauty cream blush, and this one is in the color Love, one of my favorite blushes. It's so pretty. I'm gonna add a little bit here and here, and I'm just gonna blend it in. I'm probably gonna use the same brush. Yeah, I'm gonna use the same brush that I use for my bronzer to just blend this right in to my cheeks. See how beautiful this blends, like wow, such a pretty blush. So this is like this in his makeup routine, this is kind of like the base blush. The base before you do the blush, you know. I'm gonna go back into the sponge and blend out under my eye and my nose. So we're gonna just blend the concealer in. It's been sitting for a while, so it's nice and blend ready to blend. And he used the Tarte Shape Tape concealer in his routine. I haven't used that concealer in literally years, but I'm using the Makeup Forever one, which I really like. And then he drags it out like that. All right, so next we're gonna go back to my phone because I forget what he did. What did he do next? So he added some more concealer. So I think I'm gonna go a lighter, a little bit lighter with the 4.1, just a little dot here. And then we're gonna blend this out as well. This man loves some concealer, but it makes you look so flawless. Like, and then also down here, he went back in with the beauty blender for the rest of whatever was left from the foundation. He went under here with it, so I'm gonna do that. We are now gonna powder with the Dermablend powder. I'm using this one because it's similar to the one he used in terms of color. He used the Anastasia one, which I now want. Everything he used in this video, I want it. Like, I want it now. So we're gonna use that and put it under the eye. So I'm gonna take my little mirror, and he said to layer it very slowly, so a little bit at a time, and then bring it up. Okay, so we're gonna do the chin, a little bit on the chin and the forehead. Okay, we're gonna blend the nose. And then we're gonna add some to the nose. So we're gonna add some powder and squeeze my sponge. Alright, so I'm gonna add some to the side of my nose right here. Add some more under my eye. Basically like mapping out the shape that I'm going for with the powder. Just letting that part sit a little bit more than yeah, I'm just gonna let that kind of sit here, and then we're gonna do wait, what did he do now? So we're gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury powder in number 4, and he's gonna just basically apply that all over the face, and that's what we're gonna do too. I'm gonna take the powder, and he uses it to just basically dust off whatever is left of the powders. So he's basically using this powder to dust off the other powder and set the face at the same time. So he said this is one of his favorite powders, and I agree. It's a beautiful powder. Honestly, like, everything Charlotte Tilbury comes out with is amazing, if you ask me. Like, I don't know a single product of hers that I'm like, I don't know about this, you know? Everything I try, I love. Maybe I only try the good things. I don't know. Kind of like dusting off some of the powder. Whatever's left, I usually just press in with my sponge. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to press it in. Alright, so next it goes in with this beautiful blush from Nars called Exhibit A, which I do not own. But I have a blush that's similar from Kevin Luong. It's called Sunset, and it has this beautiful orange shade on the end, which I think is really pretty. So we're going to use that, and I'm going to just take a blush brush and apply that to my face. I honestly don't know why I don't own that Nars blush, but I do need it in my life because it's so beautiful and it's perfect for deeper skin tones. So I need it. And then I'm gonna use a bronzer. So he used a Scott Barnes palette, but I'm gonna use my Thick Mint from Fenty to bronze my face, go over the bronzer basically. So I'm gonna use I'm gonna use this brush from Japanesque, and I'm gonna just apply this bronzer wherever we applied our other bronzer, basically. So all along the perimeter. Next, it goes in with the MAC powder in NC50. I'm going to use C8. I do have NC50, but I literally have no idea where it's at. So I'm going to use C8, and I'm going to go under here with that, which is what he does. Basically, takes it under here. Does he take it anywhere else? He takes a little bit to the forehead and down here. We're gonna add a little bit more blush. For my second nose contour, I'm gonna use Fenty Beauty's Naughty Cocoa Naughty, and I like using this blush. I love using this contour powder for my nose because it's not as dark as the one I use for my face. So the rest of my face, I should say. Then he highlights, so we're gonna use the same Kaja palette. I'm gonna take the highlighter this time, and it's basically this color here, and I'm gonna use a little brush to highlight. And take a little bit and then highlight the tip of the nose. He uses Scott Barnes palette, and I kind of want it now. Never in my life did I ever think I would need that palette, but all of a sudden I'm like, oh, maybe I do need this. Does that happen to you when you watch something? You're like, oh, maybe I need this. And then I'm gonna go here. Ella, ooh, this girl, sis. Y'all want to see? I'm literally watching my screenshots trying to keep up. Okay, so I'm gonna take some Charlotte Tilbury spray because this is what he uses to spray his face because he knows. Okay, this is the girl. And he used a Patrick Ta fan to fan his face, which to fan her face, which I definitely need now. I need a Patrick Ta fan. And then we're gonna wipe the brow. So I don't have a makeup wipe, so I use my finger to wipe the brow off because he's gonna do brows now. And basically for brows, so first for brows, he used the Patrick Ta brow wax, so that's what we're gonna do. And we're just gonna start applying this, and I haven't used this in a while, but I really love this product. And this is the one in Tinted, by the way. So we're just gonna push up. I feel like mine is probably like dry. It's feeling a little dry. I'm gonna just push this upward. Let me just see something. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit dry, you guys, because I've had it for like a year and I probably didn't close it properly. Okay, so we're gonna leave brows for a second and apply some lashes. For lash glue today, I'm gonna use the Kiss Lash Glue, like the one in the eyeliner form. It's just really easy to use these things. These are just so easy, y'all, like these lash pen thingies. They are perfect. It just makes life so much easier. So next he goes in with a brown liner called Coaster Rish from MAC, but we don't have that, so we're going to use another brown liner. So I'm going to use this ColourPop cream liner in Brouhaha. I don't even remember having this, but I found it, so I'm like, yes, we're going with this. So, and then we're going to apply it here. We're going to go back into the Mario palette, and we're going to take that same color here, the first one, and we're gonna blend this in. Then we're gonna take the black liner from Pat McGrath and go in here. I'm gonna take some black, and then I'm gonna just go over that. I'm gonna use the MAC Magic Extension Mascara. Going back into my brows, I'm gonna just start filling them in a little bit more. Okay, for lips, I'm gonna use a lip liner. I'm just gonna use MAC's Cork today and line my lips. I'm also gonna take ColourPop's Pitch and add a little bit of that. For the lips, he used the eye pencil that he used earlier, which was MAC's Costa Rich MAC. We're gonna use Revlon's 001 liquid lipstick. This is one of their satin ink lip products, by the way. And then I'm going to take my Fenty gloss and alright, so this is the finished look. I think it came out perfect. I love his steps. I love his strategy. Strategy definitely gives a really flawless finish. I love the look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.